Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by the one, the only Joey Miller of Hudsonville boys basketball. How's it going, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So you've had a pretty interesting summer. Go ahead and what has your summer been like for you, bud?
Um, pretty. Pretty basketball filled. June is always like that, trying to squeeze as many scrimmages, practices, whatever. Get in the gym with your guys as much as possible. And I think it's most. It's almost been every day. This, whether it's a scrimmage or a practice, just getting in the gym. And I think June's a great time to really like work out some of the problems with your team and stuff like that. So it's a really great time to improve because I think, especially with your high school coach, our coach, Coach Elliott, fantastic coach. He's really worked a lot with me this past couple of weeks, just different things that I need to work on to take my game to the next level. So yeah.
Yeah. So really, how did last season go for you guys?
I think it wasn't a complete failure. I think it wasn't how we wanted to go. Maybe a couple more losses in the loss column than we wanted. But I think third in the red. The red is always tough every year. So I think not what we wanted. We wanted to take first, but I had a great time. I got to play with some of my friends. Seniors, good group of guys, fun group of guys. But things just didn't all come together at the end of the season. So looking to bounce back this year.
Yeah. So I think that, a lot of the guys, on the team this year are back.
Yeah.
So what was it like to have a lot of familiarity with everybody to know that, a lot of this team is coming back?
It honestly feels amazing because these guys that are coming back, the senior class, these are guys that I've been playing with since fifth grade. Like, these are all my best friends. I know their strengths, their weaknesses. They know my strengths, their weaknesses. Um, we all, it's a very hardworking group. We got big goals. And I think it's good having a lot of people with varsity experience makes a difference. I think pulling up a lot of juniors coming up from JV, at least from my experience, coming up, the transition between JV and varsity is pretty tough. But I think having that first varsity year definitely helped me in my junior year. But yeah, having a lot of second, third year varsity guys really helps.
Yeah, for sure. So, I think what are some of the things that you wanted to accomplish this summer?
Um, I think in the weight room a lot. I think I greatly improved my strength. I last fall, and then during basketball season, I'm not in the weight room a whole lot due to practice every day and stuff like that. So I lost a lot of the weight that I gained, lost a lot of the strength that I gained. So just trying to build that back up. Most of my numbers are already exceeded what I had in the fall. I think last time I maxed out, it was like I benched, I think 260, which is up 15 pounds from basketball season. Squatting 370. So I'm hoping to get some pretty impressive numbers by when basketball season starts.
Um, can you believe that you're going to be a senior heading into this year?
No, not at all. It feels cliche and say this because everybody says it, but it really goes fast. There's no other way really to put it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you really understand until until you're kind of at this point where I'm at right now.
Yeah. What are some things like, because it's, how does like someone, what are how do you like handle just like all this stuff and being, handle basketball and try to be, try to have, be an everyday kid and all that stuff?
Um, I mean, for me, basketball is really my way out of life. So I mean, during school, if I try to get my homework done in class so that I can go home and I can shoot for an hour or two, and then whether I can't, like at school while I'm doing my homework, sometimes it's tough because I'm thinking about basketball. So I think, but in terms of escaping basketball, I think um, listening to a lot of music. Um, I think music really helps me think, focus, give me. I try to find different things to do. I've been picking up golf lately, you know. But yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah.
So, um, and I think the last thing is, what do you feel like, what do you want to see out of yourself by the end of the summer?
Um, I want to see, I want to definitely want to be a little mentally tougher. I think last year, I don't know if I was really ready to be in a role where I was one of the, I don't know, I guess top guys on the other team's scouting report. You know what I'm saying? So like I wasn't ready to have one of their best defenders guard me. You know what I'm saying? Getting pressed up, pushed around. So I think this year I want to be dictating tempo of the game. Dictating the energy of my team. Definitely want to become a more vocal, a better leader for my guys. Because not that my guys, not the team this year is going to need it because we got some really great leaders. In fact, Jalen Osting, I mention his name because he's honest. That's my guy right there. I mean, he's a dog, straight dog. He's the best leader I've ever played with. So, but yeah, I think getting mentally tougher, better leader. In terms of actual skills, I think trying to improve my ball handling a little bit so that I can push the ball because we're trying to. I think this year we'll probably try and play a little bit faster up and down the court. So I think be able to push the ball, handle pressure, stuff like that. And then trying to become a better perimeter defender. Um, take my turnovers down maybe a little bit and bring the rebounding numbers up.
All right. All right, Joey. Thanks for the time as always, and thanks for coming on here.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.